Today I'm talking about Sodom and Gravi. Two relic tanks that, are known for their relic tanking, even though that's not what they were made for. So, first we're talking about Sodom, right? Sodom used to be, really fucking underrated. Braves, shut the fuck up. I probably am, though. He used to be really fucking underrated, because I guess tanking floating isn't... I think a lot of people just didn't realize his strengths, maybe? I don't fucking know. But, before his relic targeting, people didn't really pay attention to him. But, relic targeting was given a long time ago, and yet only recently has he really been appreciated. And Behemoth Slayer is not bad, but, it's not amazing. I don't think Ultra Talents would be that, viable. But, his tanking is really nice. He has 450... He's a backlining tank that can actually deal out a good amount of damage. His main weakness is his force swing. And I remember his force swing used to be his biggest problem. And you want to know something? It's not even that fucking bad. I think over time in Battle Cats, we've just started not giving two shits about force swing. So you know what? Fuck it. Sodom's good. Good now, apparently. Highlord Babel looking at stats. Babel's good. I like Babel. Actually, quite a lot. He actually has a much longer force swing. Should I get Lazarus to 50? Probably. You're forgetting Sodom's cost? Yes, he is expensive. I'm aware he is expensive. But, his recharge time isn't even that long. Yeah, he's slow, but that's what tank should be. He got 100,000 base HP with 415 range. Yeah, okay. This guy's surviving a while. He's also immune to knockback, so he's good for, moles and stuff. It's not great for his survivability, but it's good if he ever needs to actually, tank. And then he has resistant and guaranteed knockback against floating, which... Honestly, Kai manages to tank floating and do amazingly, so why not this guy? His damage per hit is pretty fucking good. I'm stupid. What exactly is Battle Cats? It's like a tower defense. You don't have to actually listen to me yap about this game. You don't have to actually be here. Oh my god, my music playlist decided to not loop for some goddamn reason, bruh. I'm listening? Okay. Cool, go ahead. Catch that battle, you should play it. It's not even that... It's a mobile game. It's better than the rage I'm experiencing in Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, I've seen you've been playing that. Isn't that, Game of the Year, 2023 or some shit? Is it on Steam? Funny, it's a mobile game. So if you're ever on a car ride, you might as well. But it's a gacha game, so it's yeah, whatever. If you know what a gacha game is. But anyway, yeah. So Sodom's main buff with talents, let's be real, it was his target relic, and then with Ultra Talents, Behemoth Slayer. So let's say you give him target relic and Behemoth Slayer, right? Let's say you do that. What? That's four. So that's about 450,000 HP. Multiply that by. Okay, so do you multiply HP by 2.5 for Behemoth Slayer? I know damage is 2.5, which, that's 18k DPS from this much range. I'll download it on the phone. Okay, sounds good. And also, remember, this is level 30. If LD player is better, that's... Okay, we're not about to start telling people to get emulators, alright? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? T. But anyways, yeah, so... it's a lot of fucking HP, He can absolutely tank the hell out of Relic and Behemoths with his fucking, thing. A Rusher with a Warp... You said with a Warp and Knockback. I think you mean Warp and Knockback immune, but... What? That's not who we're talking about. Chat, why do you get so off topic? Why do you get so off topic? What I'm trying to say is that this guy has way too much survivability. Considering his recharge time isn't even that long. His range is pretty fucking good. And his damage, damage per hit's nice. And his force swing's not even that bad. Take 0.6 times damage. So it takes just less than a half. Or just more than half the damage. So, so at level 30, probably 600 to 700. 1,000 HP against a relic Behemoth, aka Magamojo, which, considering his range, he can already survive a while just as long as you support him. But then whenever you stop supporting him, or if something decides to push, well, he'll still survive a long time just because he has a lot of fucking HP. And his DPS, his damage per hit is really good. Damage per hit, I think, is something that's kind of underrated. because having good damage per hit is, you know, good. Also, thanks for the follow, Glorb. But yeah, so I mean, and like I feel like I still think that people overestimate just how long his force swing is, and his attack frequency. It's long, but it's not that long. So I do believe you can forgive it, especially since like relic tanking is pretty valuable nowadays, which is also why Gravalodon is also good. He's also an anti-relic tank with comparable damage to Sodom, or comparable HP to Sodom, but much less range, which is why I think a lot of people overlook his HP, like, because they compare it to other tanks, like, oh, Gravi has slightly more HP, but he also has half the range. So, like, considering the range, Sodom has a lot of HP. But, of course, Gravi does also have lower recharge time, 10k DPS rather than just 6k, as well as also anti-alien targeting and wave. So, like, Gravi is better, but I mean, also, you get knockback immunity. I like that knockback immunity is an option. I like that it's an option rather than a must, like Sodom has, but yeah, whatever. But like 10k DPS with a level 4 wave attack, meaning that you're having 5k DPS stretching to like 800 range. It might even be 1,000 with level 4. But that's really fucking good. So, like, and then, like, Gravalodon's one of the best specialist melee tanks you're going to find in the game, just simply because the thing you want most on a tank is low recharge time, and Gravi gives you exactly that, while also continuing to have amazing stats. 120,000 base HP, so multiply that by 4 for relics, multiply it by 5 for aliens. I don't feel like doing the math, it's easy, but whatever. 10k DPS against everything, thanks to the wave. I don't know if people really underestimate Gravalodon, or if they just overlook the fact that it can be used generally, because 120,000 HP isn't a small amount of HP. So, taking notes, I don't think you should take notes, because it's just going to overcomplicate the hell out of the game for you if you ever play it, because none of this really matters. None of it really matters, I'm going to be honest with you, none of it really matters, just play the game however the fuck you want. But you know, good crowd controller with the wave and all that stuff. Fuck. Do you think Kaluga has potential? I talked about Kaluga in a previous video. Goodbye, Glorb. People say he's the best Pixie. I know people say he's the best Pixie, but they still say that, you know, Pixies don't have generalist usage. So I feel like people overlook the fact that this 10k DPS doesn't discriminate. No matter what, this is 10k DPS, 60,000 damage per attack cycle. And not a long forward swing, pretty good backswing to save him from walking into things, you know? Bore the best against aliens, sure. Because, you know, that's a lot of damage. And especially with Ultra Form, the weaken's not bad. But against, just generally speaking, Gravi takes the cake. So, you know, all of this stuff is good. Also, immunity to wave. That is also valuable. You can fuck off, no generalist usage. I never said he didn't. Other people said that. I never said that. Insert Kaluga on Dojo ranking clip. Kaluga helped a decent bit there, but yeah. And then Gravi also doesn't have an Ultra Form or Ultra Talons yet. He might soon, but he doesn't yet. And so whenever he does, I feel like he's gonna be really fucking good. Something tells me he's gonna be really fucking good no matter what he gets. But yeah, YouTube, that's going to be it for that. I talked about Sodom and Gravi. Be sure, this is going to be a series, by the way, if you couldn't tell already. So YouTube, please do let me know what Ubers I should talk about next. It does help me out because I'm bad at making my own decisions. So if you did enjoy, please do come back for more. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace!